Good day, everyone. The study entitled Utilization of Contextualized Supplementary Worksheets designed for Phet interactive simulations in teaching electricity is conducted by Jacqueline Ureta, Cristine Signo, and John Edsel Varias of Cavite Science Integrated School, Regional Science High School. According to the result of survey conducted by the same team last school year, most students in CavSci prefer hands-on activities in physics. However, due to the restrictions caused by COVID-19 pandemic, students are not allowed to go to school physically, which limits the possibility of having hands-on activities among learners. In agreement with the studies of Satterway 2010, Albania 2012, and Ingmar 2015, who concludes that hands-on activities in science education help students to learn, the researchers employed a virtual experimentation designed for the Philippine educational setting through the use of Phet interactive simulation in this remote learning process. This study aims to determine the effectiveness of utilizing contextualized virtual laboratory activities to students' understanding of science concepts. Specifically, this study intended to find out the mean scores and standard deviations of the pre- and post-test scores of students, as well as to know if there is a significant difference between their pre-test and post-test scores. Phet, or Physics Education Technology Interactive Simulations, is a non-profit open educational resource project made to explain and demonstrate concepts through online simulations, which are free to access. It contains virtual experiments showing how various concepts work. This is how the worksheet looks like. Students will simply drag and drop items to construct circuit and answer guide questions. Now, how was this study conducted? Worksheets and test items were validated first. 2 sections were selected to be exposed to interactive simulation, and the total number of samples of this study were determined using the formula used by Crazy and Morgan. Then assent and consent forms were given to students for their parents to sign, allowing their child to become participants of this study. Pre-test was given. After that, worksheets were administered, then followed by post-test. Subsequently, data were collected and analyzed using mean, standard deviation, and pair t-test. Results show that the score of students in the pre-test has an average of 6.45 and a standard deviation of 2.02, while the post-test has an average of 10.64 and a standard deviation of 3.09. Student scores increased by 64.96% after utilizing the worksheets. A higher standard deviation indicates that most of the students gained a huge increase in the post-test scores. The p-value of 2.24 raised to -7 is less than 0.05, thus rejecting the null hypothesis. It indicates that there is a significant difference between the pre-test and post-test scores. It was concluded that there was a significant increase in the post-test scores compared to the pre-test scores of students. It significantly improved students' comprehension on the concepts of electricity, thus making it an effective virtual laboratory activity. It is recommended to integrate other available Phet interactive simulations contextually on the activity sheets of other learning areas, and to utilize a more virtual laboratory or simulation-based activities as well as teacher-made interactive simulations in future studies. That's all. Thanks for watching!